Hey, what is up everyone and welcome back to the Animus, and today we are going to be unboxing the Tengu Judge Yoshitsune 1100 model kit. So I know that the first thing that comes to your mind is, hey Animus, why aren't you just showing the art like you always do for the boxes? Well, this specific one, it is a sample that was sent to the channel for review. I usually do unboxings and I do show the arts for the boxes themselves, but no worries. I went ahead and looked online, so that way we could still take a look at the art. So they'll be popping out somewhere on the screen with the art for the box itself. But when you open up the box, this is exactly what it has inside. Everything comes completely organized and in sections. So the first thing that you have on the box is going to be your bag with the manual. Now the manual came in bagged with also water slide decals. So if I take a look here, let's go ahead and open up this and see what's inside. So it's another bag, and here you see water slide decals as well as metallic decal, like a metallic decal sheet. I'm not sure what those are for, but I do like the fact that you do have a lot of water slide decals to add detail to the model kit. Now jumping up to the manual itself, this manual is extensive. It does have everything detailed like all manuals that I've seen so far. When it comes to third-party model kits, I do want to add the fact that this kit does include an inner frame that's pre-built for the model. That is great. Aside from that, everything is pretty standard when it comes to the manual. You'll have fair details, you'll have everything enumerated. The manual does have a correction, which I will post in the actual review. Now the manual itself does have a correction. The correction was sent to me as well, so I will make sure to add that once I do the full review, so you guys keep a lookout for that correction. Aside from that, you can see that the manual is pretty standard when it comes to other model kits. It does have everything when it comes to weapons, your armor, your auto shells, additional parts, your base as well. And it does have different styles that you can go ahead and pose your model. One thing that I like about this one is that this one did include the manual for the water slide decals, so that is a plus. Now jumping straight into the contents of the box, we do have some clear parts. Now let's go ahead and test them because I know everybody wants to know right away, and these are UV reactive, so at least we get that with this kit. So here it looks like we got some clear parts for the eyes and the head cameras and probably some accessories. So let's go ahead and set that to the side. Now effect parts. These effect parts look really clean. They look really clean for what it is. It seemed like they were a little bit green, but this looks like it's more like a yellow green, like a I don't know, like a hot yellow or something like that, or like one of those electric yellows. This actually looks really good. I like this better than what it looked like in the pictures online. I also want to add the amount of detail that comes on these runners. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the bag so that way you guys can take a look. So look at that. I'm telling you, I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to be saying it all year. 2024 is the year of the third-party model kits. All right, so here we can see you have some armor parts. This kit does have a lot of color separation when it comes to the model itself. So I am actually glad that they are adding all these parts and additional parts. You can clearly see that it also has a lot of detail. So that's actually a plus. You get more color separation. This is like a dark purple. This actually looks really nice. You might not be able to tell in the camera, but the actual quality of the plastic seems really good as well as the undergating for all the parts. So this kit is undergated, so that's actually a plus as well. All right, so we have some more dark blue armor parts. This look like armor shells. Now, I wanted to mention this because in the pictures, it looks like the kit is like an off-white, but it looks more like a red-white. All right, we got some more inner frame parts, and then we have some more white armor parts. Now, this, like I said, this doesn't look like an actual white. It looks like a red-white or something like that. And I feel like it's gonna contrast really good with the model. All right, we got some more color separation. So this is like an OD green type of armor. And the camera might just look like green, but it's more like an OD green. This actually looks really nice. I'm sure this is for like the weapons and the wings. All right, so we do have some more inner armor pieces. I am sure that this is just the outer shell for the actual inner frame. And this is what you're going to, these are the parts that you're going to attach to it. That's actually pretty nice that it does have all that support, and then you're not just attaching the armor pieces to the inner frame, because we all know how that works. It just starts falling apart. All right, so we do have some more white armor, or actually this is a little bit darker, and then some more blue parts for armor. All right, so we started with the gold. Now, this is what I like to see when it comes to model kits like these. I know that we were building the Gawain and it had like that dirty gold that it had, but this is a really, really nice gold for the parts. All right, and this runner, this specific little runner is the Tengu mask itself. All right, we have more color separation with a lighter blue in armor. We have more white, more OD green parts. The base itself has a lot of detail. Like I've actually never seen a base like this before. I saw from the pictures that the base is a little bit unique, and so I'm actually looking forward to building it, because it's very different from the other bases that we've built so far with third parties, due to the fact that it has a lot of add-on detail. All right, and this is more color separation. This looks like it's going to be weapons and wings. All right, so here we go. So this is actually the base parts. I actually like this purple. It has a lot of detail for those of you that like to do panel lining or painting the bases. If you guys want to paint this kit, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to like that. I love the fact that they didn't do rubber pieces for the actual Tengu hair. They decided to do solid plastic pieces. I don't like the yellow, but we'll make it work. And then here is the base. This is crazy. Let me put this down. Let me look for a tape measure, because this base is crazy big. All right, so I got my tape measure here because some of you wanted to see, you know, how big were the bases. So this base is exactly 10 inches by 10 inches. So that's a lot of display room that is going to occupy on wherever that you decide to display it. But I want you to pay attention to the actual details of the base itself. So the base itself does have all these parts that you're going to add on to it to give it that elevation and give it that color separation that you want for a base. Definitely a nice detail. Love the fact that they did that. And then right here, we also have some more metallic pieces, but these are going to be in gray. And as you can see, you have the blade there and some other connections for it. Love the fact that they did that with this blade and then just give us a standard colored weapon. And now for the main event. So this is going to be the actual inner frame for the model itself. So as you can see with the inner frame, it's super solid. I'm not gonna lie, these joints are super solid. It doesn't seem like it's gonna go anywhere. So here is the model itself. And what you're going to do, for those of you that are not familiar with how model kits like these work, is that you're gonna go ahead and grab all the inner parts or inner armor parts that are separate there. You're gonna attach them to this. Instead of building this model from scratch, like from inner pieces all from scratch, you're gonna build it in sections, but you can build it on the model, or you can take it apart. As you can see here, you can take it apart and then build it like that. Myself, unless the manual tells me I have to take it apart, I'll probably build it as is and then go from there. But this is it, and this is super sturdy. And that is everything that comes inside the box for this model kit. Gotta give a huge shout out to Gundam Central Shop. Without them, this build wouldn't have happened. They made this build happen for this channel. We are going to be building it and reviewing it within the next few days, so I will catch you all next time.